Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Hannah. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. So in today's video, we are throwing it back to 2016, doing full coverage makeup tutorials. I have all of my makeup picked out in this cute little pink shopping cart. So we're gonna jump right in with the first products being skin prep. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can see up close. So first I'm taking the LYS Think Bright Glow and Hydrate Serum. I've actually never tried this before, but I thought it would be cool to try this for this video. And I'm just gonna apply this all over. That feels really nice on the skin, and I feel like that makes my skin look very nice and glowy. Next, I'm taking this Lottie London Lip Peptide Treatment, which I have been loving lately. It just makes my lips feel so nice and moisturized. Then I'm taking this Ilia Eye Cream, which has a cool application. You actually apply it from the back side, and then you flip the applicator and you can rub it in with the applicator or with your finger, like I prefer to use. And then the last step for skin prep, I'm using this moisturizing primer, and this is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And this is such a luxurious moisturizing primer that I love using on like special occasions or just days like today where I feel bougie and I want to just use my really nice products. Now jumping right into the makeup, first I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation that is oil free. So if you have oily skin like I do, this is definitely going to be really nice for your skin. And I'm just taking this dense brush. This is actually from Milk Makeup, and I'm just going to press this all over the face. I'm going to make sure to bring that all the way up to the hairline because you don't want it to look like you're wearing a mask, which also means bringing your foundation down to your neck so that your foundation line doesn't end right there, because trust me, it's noticeable if you do that. Next, for concealer, I'm actually going to take two different ones. First is the Lancome Tie Idol Ultra Wear Concealer, and I'm going to apply this to the corner of my eye and bring it up here as well. And I'm also going to bring this down the sides of my nose. And then I'm taking the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, and I'm going to keep this underneath the center of my eyes just to brighten the under eyes. And then I'm also going to take the Huda Beauty concealer and I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and my chin just to also highlight the center of my face. To blend that in, I'm taking this BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506 concealer brush, which is a really nice brush to blend in all concealer. But first I'm going to blend out the concealer on my chin, my nose, and my forehead first, just to let the concealer underneath my eyes kind of set a minute before I blend that in. And then we can go ahead and blend this out. And I like to just go in an up and down patting motion so that I'm not like moving the product around, I'm just pressing it into the skin. Now, if you have oily skin like me, or you want to make sure your makeup lasts as long as possible, I'm going to take a setting spray. This is the Kim Chi Chic Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray this on my face in between each cream step just to hold all this in. Next, I'm gonna go in with cream contour. This is the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour Wand. I totally forgot to say all the shade names. Let me just really quick run through this. So the foundation, the Born This Way, this was in shade Natural Beige. And then the two concealers, the Lancome is in shade Biz N, which I'm pretty sure was like Bisque Neutral, if I remember correctly. Also on the back it says 330, so maybe that is the shade as well. And then the Huda Beauty concealer is in shade Cookie Dough 4.3N. And now for the contour wand, this is in deep bronze. And I'm just going to apply this in sections because I don't like when my liquid contour starts to dry down. Not that this one does, but I'm so used to doing it in steps, so I always just do that. So I just like to apply some to my cheekbones and I blend that out first. Then I'll take some up to the forehead. Most of the brushes I will be using today are either BK Beauty or Jessup Beauty. This is actually a Jessup Beauty. This is their F01 dual-ended brush, which is really nice. I'm also gonna take some on the jawline just to give the illusion of a snatched jaw. And then of course I'm gonna add a tiny bit to my nose, and I like to just do a little bit on the sides, and I'll just kind of run that up to my brows and then the bottom just to kind of give it a little bit of a lifted look. Next, for liquid blush, I'm taking the Rare Beauty liquid blush in Grace. I'm just gonna do one dot because we know this blush is very pigmented. And I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty liquid blush brush and I'm just gonna blend that out. And I like to keep this kind of high on the cheeks, bringing it up to the temple, because if you bring it too far down to the center of your face, it kind of drags down the face, and I want a more lifted look. And honestly, we're gonna do some more blush because I feel like you can never have too much. So this is all for the cream product. So I'm gonna go in again with that same setting spray and give this a good set. Next, I'm going to go in with powder bronzer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer, and this is in shade Rich Amber. And I'm going to take this angled brush from, I believe this is, yes, LaRousse. This is their LR304 angled brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to use for powder bronzer. And I'm just going to apply this where I applied the liquid contour. And that's just gonna set the liquid contour just to make sure it lasts as long as possible. Now, before I set my blush, I'm actually gonna go in with setting powder. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder in shade Translucent. And I'm gonna take a powder puff and just press that right into the powder. And I am gonna pat off the excess on the back of my hand just so it's more evenly dispersed. And then I'm literally just going to press the concealer underneath my eyes, and we're gonna set that. And you can literally see that gives such an airbrushed finish. It makes it look so soft and matte versus the side that doesn't have any powder. So I'm gonna just keep doing that step and just continue to dip into the powder, pat off the excess, and press this on the spots where I applied concealer. I'm also going to set areas on my face where I didn't apply blush or bronzer or concealer, such as like my upper lip or around my nose, just to make sure the entirety of the cream products on my face are all set. And I am also going to carve out under here where I applied the bronzer and set this area since there isn't anything else going here. Now to set the liquid blush, I'm gonna go in with this Kosas blush. This is their Blushes Life blush in shade Butterflies, which I love this blush. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna take this BK Beauty 109 brush, which I really like to use for powder blush, and I'm just going to apply this where I applied the liquid blush just to set that as well. Any extra blush on the brush, I do like to apply a little bit to my nose, my forehead, and my chin. It might not look like I'm actually putting anything on, but I just always feel like it adds a hint of color back into those areas. Next for highlight, this is one of my favorite highlights ever. This is the Benefit Cookie Highlight, which is a really, really pretty like champagne shade of highlight. I'm gonna take this BK Beauty 108 brush, which is a small tapered brush, and I'm just going to dip that right into the highlight. And we're just gonna brush this right on to the cheekbones, just to give that gorgeous glow. And then I like putting it on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the top bridge of my nose as well, but you cannot tell me that highlight is not stunning. Next, we're gonna do brows. So first I'm going to just brush through my brows, brushing them upwards. And because I do have pretty thick, dark brows, I don't fill them in too much, but I am gonna use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, which gives such nice feather-like strokes. So I'm just going to kind of just draw little hairs to shape any areas of my brow, which normally for me is like the tail end. And then to set those brows, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel. I'm just going to run this through my brows and just shape it with a spoolie. And then anytime I either like make a little mistake or need to clean up my brows, I'll just go in with a little bit of the concealer that I used earlier on the back of my hand, and either taking a brush or a sponge, I'll just clean up any areas that need a little touch up. Next for the eyes, I'm going to be taking this ColourPop Bratz eyeshadow palette, which I have not used yet. And you can either go in with an eyeshadow primer or the concealer that you used for your makeup, which is normally what I do because I feel like it works just as fine. I just lay that down all over the lids. And I want to do something pretty soft today because I feel like the full coverage makeup is like the star of the show today. But I think I'm going to go in with this first shade here. This is shade Dump Him. And I'm just going to apply that with a big crease brush and just keep that in the crease. Then I'm gonna go in with this plum shade, which is shade Steppin' Out. And I'm gonna keep this in the outer V of my lid and blend that into the crease shade. Then I'm just gonna go back in with that first brush and I'm just going to blend out the crease and that deeper shade. I don't have any eyeshadow on the brush. It's just kind of whatever was remaining just to blend that out. Okay, now for these glitters. These are so pretty and I kind of want to use, I feel like this one is really pretty. Kind of has like a blue and purple shift. Let's see what this looks like. That is what the glitter shade looks like. And this is a loose glitter. And then there is this shimmer shade in shade She's Iconic. This is Girls Night Out. Let's see about this one. Ooh, this one feels really nice. That is the second shade and those are the two shades together. I think I'm gonna use She's Iconic right on the center inner corner of the lid. Ooh, this one has a bluish green and pink shift. That is really pretty. And honestly, I like applying shimmers with my finger. You can obviously apply it with a brush too, but I feel like it just looks so much more vibrant when you use your finger. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that brush that I used to apply that deeper purple shade and just kind of blend the shimmer and the deeper shade together just so it looks a little bit more seamless. And I think that's all I want to do with the eyes. I kind of just want to keep it simple. We're just going to go straight in with some mascara. I'm going to use my Shiseido eyelash curler, which is my favorite eyelash curler ever. I like to use a waterproof mascara, especially when I curl my lashes, because I feel like it holds the curl way better than any other type of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic waterproof version. I'm just going to apply a couple of coats of this mascara, and I always do a light coat on the lower lash line as well. All right, for lips, I'm just gonna wipe off the lip treatment I put on in the beginning. First, I'm gonna go in with some lip liner. This is the ColourPop So Juicy lip liner, and this is in shade Westwood. Just going to line the lips. Then I'm taking this Prada lipstick. This is their monochrome lipstick. What is the shade? Soft matte lipstick. I don't know what this shade is. I think it's B101. Look at how fancy this lip is. It's like a triangle shape. Ooh, this is really creamy. That formula though is butter smooth. It just like melts right onto the lips. Do I want to keep this matte or do I want to add a gloss? Gloss, always. This is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer, which is basically just like a plumping lip gloss. Just gonna apply a little bit to the center. And here is the finished makeup look. This is very full coverage, very matte, yet it has those glossy finishes that look so pretty. So if you do have oily skin like me, this is gonna stay because it's very matte makeup base, but it still has the highlighter to just add that little bit of like glow to the skin. I actually have dinner plans tonight, so I'm definitely gonna be showing up with this makeup look. I will leave the products and everything that I used in this video in the description box down below if you guys are interested in checking that out. Also, definitely let me know in the comments down below what makeup look you guys would like me to do next. I really wanna do like full face of one brand, so let me know like what brand you guys would like me to do next. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified when I upload another video. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.